Hey there, everyone. Welcome to our Monday episode of our 90-day challenge, an exciting journey of knowledge and growth as we embark on a series of go lives on several captivating subjects. Over the next 90 days, we invite you to join us to expand your knowledge and challenge your limits, maybe even ignite your passion for trying something new. In this series, we will delve into an array of topics to educate and inspire you. Together, we will explore health and well being, inspiration, utilizing the online space, expert business knowledge, and gardening, exploring all aspects of each subject. Please let us know your thoughts, ask questions, comment, or react, and let us know where you're watching from. Okay, we're all ready to go. Today's presenters are Elena and Pam, and their subject is mental health versus mental illness. Please keep in mind the opinions expressed on our broadcasts are our own, and we are drawing from our own life experiences. We respect everyone's opinions and beliefs. So go ahead, ladies.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Pam, and me and Ellen are going to have a little discussion or a little chat about mental health versus mental illness this morning. And the information that I have on mental health is when a person realizes that they are capable of dealing with the everyday stresses in life, that they're productive in the way that they portray their duties through the day and without undergoing any stress, and they can make a positive contribution to the community in which they live. Some of the ways that there are signs of being of good mental health is being happy, being productive, taking care of yourself, getting outside and having a walk or mixing with people. And when you're happy and when you're up, that's good mental health. Taking care of yourself and having a feeling of belonging to a group or society in general. And some ways of taking care of your mental health is by getting the right amount of sleep, staying dehydrated, going for walks, asking for help, learn to say no, and set some boundaries. This is just my opinion and a little bit of information that I've gathered on staying healthy in mental health. And now Elena is going to give us a little bit on mental illness.
You're muted, Elena. You have to unmute.
Good morning, everyone. So now, thank you, Pam. The difference now with mental illness is that it's basically when someone is diagnosed with a condition that affects their personal thinking, their moods, their behavior. And these conditions, they impact their everyday ability to operate during the day. What are some of the signs that about mental illness is the moodiness, drastic moodiness, becoming withdrawn from people, always, problem concentrating, excessive worrying. So there are different types of mental illness that, that are in there that we want to, excuse me, here goes the voice, that we just want to address different kinds of illnesses. And that's like an eating disorder, anxiety, OCD, personality disorder, schizophrenia, PTSD, some of the things that I can think of right now. But with that, what you should do is, get some help, whether it be a life coach, go to your doctor, and reach out to people as well. Going out to nature is one of the things that helps. Speaking with other people that have these illnesses, and again, these are my opinions, and just from the information that I've gathered as well, which is something that society needs to learn the difference between the two. of mental health versus mental illness. And with that, thank you, everybody. Next week, we'll be starting our next topic, which will be about sleep.
That was great, Elena and Pam. Thank you very much. What did you think, Darlene?
Hi, good morning. Thank you very much, Pam and Elena. That was fantastic. And I'd love to learn a lot more about that as well. Mental health. Pam said that you said it was part of it's being happy. And I think you're so right on that one. Because I've tried my whole life to have a positive outlook on life, and it really it makes a whole big difference in your life. And like Elena said, I believe the mental illness is definitely you pretty well have to go to a doctor to help you out when you get to that point, because you kind of lose the ability to be happy. You lose that part where you can come out of something that's really dark and deep, I guess. um that's when you're in trouble. So you try to cope by doing something else, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. So I really, really like to hear a lot more about that, and I'll be looking forward to next week. Thank you, girls.
Okay, Jose, what do you think?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Elena and Pam. That was amazing. There is so much depth to that subject. We could probably only talk about those two subjects for the entire year. But it also shows that each and every one of us are so intricate, right? Our whole body system is so intricate. And so if someone ends up with a mental illness, I always say to myself, there's so much detail that goes on in 9 months of gestation. It's miracles that are happening, right? Everything that has to develop. And so, if somebody is born without an arm, it doesn't make them any different than we are. And it could be just a lack in your levels, right? Your levels the scientific part of us, right? That is just off a little bit, and we need a little bit more help. There's nothing wrong with that, because it doesn't matter who we are. We all struggle with different things, and we just need to find examples of either getting medical attention or getting putting things in place and setting boundaries where you can take care of yourself. You can reach out to a friend. Just going out for a walk, it's miraculous. Getting into the fresh air, or just sitting and relaxing and reading a book. Sometimes we get caught up in our daily to do, and I'm bad for that, because I keep adding things to my list, never mind taking things off my list. So it's even more important for me to take the time for myself and learn to say no. Everything you had on your list, just learn to say no and enjoy life a little bit more. But it's a big part of how we tackle life. So be good to yourself, and go out or focus on somebody else. Take somebody else out for a cup of coffee. Get out of the house. So I enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to learning about sleep, although I am a professional sleeper. So have a great day, everyone.
Okay, Tina, your turn.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, thank you, Pam. Thank you, Elena. That was wonderful. And yes, as Jose said, we could speak on this all year long. um, yeah, it's a lot for sure. The world throws so much at us every day, and it's up to us to process it. The best thing we can do as a family member and a friend is be supportive. while supporting yourself. Like if you're trying to, maintain that level where you can function and keep your own mental health in place, in check, and then pass that on, whatever knowledge you have that is going to help somebody. Listen, don't judge, educate yourself, and counsel the best you can. Um, I've been traveling and surrounding myself with family this month. So it's like a working slash vacation slash learning experience. Right now, I'm in my home city and spending time with family, and some of them are struggling. So I'm here to listen and learn and help in any way that I can, and have a good time while I'm here.
That's awesome, Tina. Thanks for joining us while you're away. That's great. And I hope you have a great visit with your family. So my input in this subject is, I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine years ago, and we were talking about this subject, mental health versus mental illness. And she's a psychologist. And so she said the difference is, in her opinion, is mental health, like when you're feeling down or worn out or depressed even, is situational. So you've either had a death or you've had, maybe a really big financial bill that you're thinking, oh my God, like, how am I going to do this? Or something big has come up and it's put you into a really sad mood or in a funk. That's mental health. Mental illness is constant, where you can't get out of it. It doesn't take a situation to put you in a funk. You're just, it's your levels. It's your levels in your blood or whatever. And so your levels are off. So it doesn't take a situation. So that's the difference. One takes a situation and the other one doesn't. In her opinion, I'm saying. And so I thought, well, that really brings a lot of clarity. She said, so like if somebody's depressed because they've lost a loved one and mourning, that's normal. And that's normal. Everybody goes through that process, right? Or like you said, if something comes up and you're not expecting it and you like get worried or upset about it or angry even, whatever the emotion is, that's normal. It's when you get in those feelings or whatever, and you can't get out of them, or you don't need a situation to get into them. You just all of a sudden you're just feeling that way, and nothing's happened to put you in that feeling, and you're in that constantly. Then that's when that you should be a little bit concerned and maybe seek some help. So, anyways, that's my input, and I'll do my closing. And we hope you enjoyed this presentation and received some awareness around this subject. We would love any feedback. Like Jose and Tina has said, like there's so many opinions and so much insight that we can learn from each other on this subject. So all opinions are welcome. So please feel free to give your feedback. As business owners, we are doing this 90-day challenge to expand our own knowledge as well. It only adds to our personal and business growth, which is important to each one of us. If being in a positive growth mindset environment appeals to you, and if you are at all curious about what we do, send us a message, and it would be our pleasure to enlighten you on all the benefits of this journey. Your mental health is a priority. Your happiness is an essential. Your self-care is a necessity. So I'm signing off now, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day.